Dear students, welcome to the science class. So in the last class we were discussing about the exercise questions in the electricity topic. So we discussed about the 4 questions. Today we are going to discuss about the remaining questions. So let us take the fifth question. Fifth question is, how is a voltmeter is connected in a circuit to measure the potential difference between the 2 points? How is a voltmeter is connected in a circuit to measure the potential difference between the 2 points? So if you remember, the ammeter is always connected in series connection and the voltmeter is always connected in parallel connection. Why it is always connected in the parallel connection? When a current pass through a resistor, there will be the potential difference, that nothing but there will be a voltage drop is going to occur. For that reason, we are always connecting the voltmeter in parallel connection. So the answer for this question is in parallel connection. In parallel connection. Right. Now next, let us consider the sixth question now. So what is the sixth question here? A copper wire has a diameter of 0.5 mm and resistivity of 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 8 ohm meter. What will be the length of the wire to make its resistance 10 ohm? How much does the resistance change if the diameter is doubled? So if you see the problem here, what they are given? They are given the diameter of the copper wire as 0.5 mm and they are given the resistivity of the copper wire as 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 8 ohm meters. So what will be the length of the wire to make its resistance 10 ohm? So we have to find out the length of the wire which is going to make the resistance of that copper wire as 10 ohms. As 10 ohms. So we have to also find out the new resistance if the diameter is increased by 2 times or if the diameter is doubled. Right. So we have to write down the first given data. So what are the given here? If you see the copper wire is the diameter, that the diameter is given here. Diameter of the copper wire is given as 0.5 mm and the resistivity of the copper wire is given. So next thing is given is resistivity. So it is given as 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 8 ohm meters. And we have to find out the length of the wire and the resistance of the wire is given as 10 ohms. So first write down the given data, that is nothing but the diameter of the wire. The diameter of the wire, that is equal to D, which is equal to 5 mm. Always remember in the electricity topic we should convert the SI units into the desired or required SI units. If you see here, this SI unit is in mm. So we always convert this length into the meters only. So then I am going to multiply it with, so it is given as 0.5 mm. Right. So I am going to make it as meters, so that 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meters. If you remember, 1 mm equal to 10 raised to minus 3 meters. So it will be written as 5 into 10 raised to minus 4 meters. Since I am removing the decimal point here, for that reason I am increasing the minus value here. So it will become 5 into 10 raised to minus 4 meters. So it is nothing but what? It is the D. Right. Next, what they are given? They are given the resistivity of the copper. So resistivity of the copper wire, that is nothing but rho, which is equal to how much? Which is given as 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 8 ohm meters. So there is no need for conversion since it is given in the ohm meter only. Then what they are given here? They are given the resistance of the copper wire as 10 ohms. So resistance of the copper wire, that is nothing but R is equal to how much? Which is given as 10 ohms. So what we have to find out here? We have to find out the length of the copper wire. We have to find out the length of the copper wire. That is nothing but L, which is equal to question mark. L is equal to question mark. So we know the formula for their resistance, that are nothing but R equal to rho L divided by A. So we need area cross section of that copper wire. So since to find out the area cross section, we know the formula for the area cross section, that is nothing but A is equal to pi R square. Since here the resistance value is not given, so we have to find out the here the radius of that wire is not given. For that reason, first we have to find out the radius of that wire. So what is radius? Radius is nothing but it is the half of the diameter. So R is equal to d by 2. Since diameter is given, we can find out the radius of that wire. So therefore radius of the wire, radius of the copper wire is R, which is equal to d by 2, which is equal to 5 into 10 raised to minus 4 divided by 2. 5 into 10 raised to minus 2, 5 into 10 raised to minus 4 divided by 2. So we know that what is the formula for the resistance? That is nothing but R is equal to rho L divided by A. We have to find out the L here, so that L is equal to RA divided by rho. We have to use this formula. Now we already know that we don't know the value of area cross section. We don't know the value of area cross section. For that reason, first we are going to find out the area cross section. Then we have to substitute that area cross section value into this equation, so that we are going to find out the length of the wire. So therefore, area cross section of the wire. Therefore, area cross section of the wire, that is nothing but A is equal to pi R square. Right? A equal to pi R square. We know the formula for the area cross section. That is nothing but pi R square. So it is equal to, what is the value of pi here? It is equal to 22 divided by 7 into what is the value of R here, which is found at, we know the value of R here, which is equal to 5 into 10 raised to minus 4 divided by 2. So it will be 5 into 10 raised to minus 4 whole divided by 2 square. So that is equal to 22 divided by 7, right? So what is the value of pi square? It is equal to 25 into 10 raised to minus 4 square is equal to how much? It is equal to 10 raised to minus 8 divided by 2 square is equal to 4. So 2 2s are 2 11s are, that is equal to 11 into 25 into 10 raised to minus 8 divided by 7 into 2, it is equal to 14, or you can write it as 7 into 2. So area cross section is this much. Area cross section is equal to 11 into 25 into 10 raised to minus 8 divided by 7 into 2 meters square. So I am not going to write the decimal points here. So if you take these fractions only, in some, while solving this problem, those fractions are going to get cancelled each other. So for that reason, you have to take this, like, you have to take the answers like this, numerical values like this only. Right. Now what we have to find out here? We have to find out the length of the conductor now. Therefore, L is equal to. What is the formula here? That is nothing but RA divided by L. RA divided by rho. So that is equal to, what is the value of R, which is given in the problem statement? 10. What is the value of A here? It is 11 into 25 into 10 raised to minus 8 whole divided by, what is the value of rho? I am going to substitute that value as nothing but 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 8 into 7 into 2 into 7 into 2. Why 7 into 2 here? It is nothing but it is the area cross section, so that I am going to write those things. So now see here, 10 raised to minus 8, 10 raised to minus 8 get cancelled. 2 1s are, 2 5s are, right? So it is going to give us the value of 25 11s are 265, 275. So 275 5s are how much? 275 5s are, it will be equal to 1365, 1375. So it is 1375 divided by, or you can write direct as 5 into 11 into 25 divided by 1.6 into 7. If you solve this thing, you are going to get the value as 122.7 meters. 122.7 meters. So the length of the wire is equal to how much? It is equal to 122.7 meters. Right. Now, next what they asked here, how much does the resistance change if the diameter is doubled? How much the resistance is going to change if the diameter is doubled? So length of the conductor is 122.7 meters. So if you remember while discussing about the factors affecting the resistance of a conductor, where I discussed about the factor which is nothing but diameter. How does the diameter change have effect on the resistance of a conductor? So we know that R is inversely proportional to the 1 by d square. R is inversely proportional to the 1 by d square. So the new resistance will be, so I hope this is clear. You know that R is directly inversely proportional to the 1 by d square. Since nu d is 2d, it is doubling. So nu d, that is nothing but new diameter is double of the diameter of original. So what will happen? If it is inversely proportional to the square of the diameter, then R is inversely proportional to the 1 divided by, when I am going to put the value of d here, so it will become 2d square. So which is equal to R is inversely proportional to the 1 divided by 4d square. Right? So it is equal to what? It is R inversely proportional to the 1 by 4 into d square. So we already know that 1 by d square is equal to what? It is nothing but R. So it is equal to R into R is equal to 1 by 4 times of the R. 1 by 4 times of the R. So the new resistance is going to decrease by 4 times. Therefore, R is equal to 1 divided by 4 into what is the value of original R, that is nothing but 10 ohms. So it is equal to 10. 4 ones are 4, 2.5 is are. So it is equal to how much? It is equal to 2.5 ohms. So the new resistance is equal to how much? It is equal to 2.5 ohms. So it is decreasing by 4 times. So therefore, the length of the conductor is 122.7 meters, and the new resistance of the conductor is 2.5 ohms. So this is the numerical number 6, question number 6.